Good evening and welcome to Sky Night. The new moon is currently positioned in Cancer. It rises up with the sun, leaving the sky at its darkest all night. Only 1% of the lunar disk is illuminated. Please enable captions in your language to see local observing cities and times. Join us for a guided tour of tonight's whole sky. We begin the evening by catching Venus halfway up the southern sky, followed by Albireo and the Dumbbell Nebula high in the southern sky. As the night deepens, we look for Alpha Capricornids meteors halfway up the southern sky, while Deneb and Messier 39 sit almost straight overhead, with Mars near the eastern horizon and southern Delta Aquariids meteors halfway up the southern sky. Toward morning, the Andromeda Galaxy and Algol are almost straight overhead, Saturn is halfway up the southern sky, and the Moon meets Mercury near the eastern horizon, with Merfac almost straight overhead, the double cluster high in the northern sky, and Perseids meteors high in the northern sky. Look halfway up the southern sky for Venus, a dazzling silver-white planet that is the brightest object in the sky after the Moon. It is visible to the naked eye without any instrument. Because Venus shines both before dawn and after dusk, the ancient Greeks long believed they were seeing two different objects, a morning star they called Phosphorus and an evening star they called Hesperus. The last good view before the planet sets comes at about 9:10 in the evening in London, 8:30 in the evening in New York, and 8:10 in the evening in Los Angeles. Head high in the southern sky to find Albireo, the golden yellow star at the foot of the Northern Cross in Cygnus. While visible to the naked eye, a small telescope splits it into a striking gold and blue pair. Around 11:05 in the evening, the star reaches its greatest altitude in Los Angeles, New York, and London. The famous gold and blue contrast of Albireo comes down to temperature, since its orange giant glows at only about 4,400 Kelvin while its blue-white companion blazes near 13,000 Kelvin. Tonight's deep sky object is the Dumbbell Nebula, a bright planetary nebula in Vulpecula. Sweep binoculars or a telescope just north of the arrow of Sagitta to find this apple-core-shaped glow in the Milky Way. The nebula culminates around 11:35 in the evening for observers in Los Angeles, New York, and London. The gas shells of the Dumbbell Nebula are expanding outward at roughly 31 kilometers per second, and their age is estimated at several thousand years. In catalogs, it is listed as M27. The Alpha Capricornids meteor shower is active tonight, though fading 12 days past its peak. Look halfway up the southern sky in Capricornus for about 1 meteor per hour. The radiant reaches its highest point around 12:05 after midnight in Los Angeles, New York, and London. Deneb shines almost straight overhead as the luminous top of the Northern Cross in Cygnus. This blue-white star marks one corner of the summer triangle and is easily spotted with the naked eye. The star stands highest at about 12:15 after midnight in Los Angeles, New York, and London, and from London it never sets tonight. Scientists predict that in the future Deneb will evolve into a very luminous red supergiant. It may become a highly luminous blue variable star, or even a Wolf-Rayet star, before eventually exploding as a supernova. Tonight's deep sky object is Messier 39, a loose triangular scatter of bright stars in Cygnus. Go northeast of Deneb along the Milky Way. Low-power binoculars reveal its best view against the starry background. The cluster stands highest at about 1:05 in the morning in Los Angeles, New York, and London, and from London, it never sets tonight. Under a dark sky, it shows to the naked eye as a faint patch beside the Milky Way, so you can find it and then find it again in binoculars and be certain it is the same thing. Look near the eastern horizon for Mars, which is rising tonight as an orange-red point of light. This naked-eye planet is currently located in the constellation Taurus. In London, the planet rises at 1:24 in the morning, while New York and Los Angeles follow at 2:04 in the morning and 2:20 in the morning, respectively. Evidence suggests that Mars once had liquid water on its surface, including ancient riverbeds and what may have been a massive ocean, raising the possibility that microbial life may have existed there. We now turn to the crossings of Phobos and Deimos across the disk of Mars. Phobos begins its first crossing of the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 54 minutes, with the transit occurring between 7:35 in the morning and 8:29 in the morning in Los Angeles, between 10:35 in the morning and 11:29 in the morning in New York, and between 3:35 in the afternoon and 4:29 in the afternoon in London, while Mars is above the horizon in each of these cities. Deimos makes its first crossing of the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 77 minutes. In Los Angeles, this transit occurs between 2:45 in the afternoon and 4:02 in the afternoon, with Mars standing above the horizon there, while in New York and London, Mars is below the horizon. Phobos makes its next crossing of the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 53 minutes. In Los Angeles, this transit occurs between 3:15 in the afternoon and 4:08 in the afternoon, with Mars standing above the horizon there, while in New York and London, Mars is below the horizon. Phobos makes its third crossing of the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 54 minutes, with the transit occurring between 1:54 in the morning and 2:48 in the morning in New York, and between 6:54 in the morning and 7:48 in the morning in London, where Mars is above the horizon, while Mars is below the horizon in Los Angeles. The Southern Delta Aquariids meteor shower is active tonight, though fading 12 days past its peak. Look halfway up the southern sky in Aquarius for about 4 meteors per hour. Around 2:15 in the morning, the radiant reaches its greatest altitude in Los Angeles, New York, and London. Tonight's deep sky object is the Andromeda Galaxy, the farthest thing visible to the naked eye. Hop from the corner of the Great Square of Pegasus along 2 stars to find this faint oval smudge. The galaxy stands highest at about 4:15 in the morning in Los Angeles, New York, and London, and from London, it never sets tonight. Andromeda has at least 15 satellite dwarf galaxies orbiting it, including the notable Triangulum Galaxy, which is the third largest galaxy in the local group. In catalogs, it is listed as M31. Look halfway up the southern sky for Saturn, a steady, unblinking golden point in Pisces. It is fainter than Jupiter, but its calm yellow glow makes it easy to identify with the naked eye. The planet culminates around 4:30 in the morning in Los Angeles, New York, and London. The Great White Spot, a giant storm system that occasionally erupts on Saturn, appears roughly once every 30 years, creating a spectacular display of atmospheric turbulence. The waning moon and Mercury form a close pair near the eastern horizon tonight. This conjunction is visible right across the northern hemisphere as both bodies rise. The pair rises at 4:21 in the morning in London, 4:52 in the morning in New York, and 5:05 in the morning in Los Angeles. Algol, the winking demon star of Perseus, is almost straight overhead below the W of Cassiopeia. This white star visibly dims and brightens over a few nights, visible to the naked eye. The star is best placed at about 4:55 in the morning in London, 5:25 in the morning in New York, and 5:40 in the morning in Los Angeles, and from London it never sets tonight. Despite sharing its name with the demon star, the Algol programming language of the late 1950s is actually an acronym for algorithmic language, making the match a coincidence rather than a tribute. The double cluster is a binocular showpiece packed with young blue-white stars in Perseus. Look high in the northern sky for this hazy patch between Perseus and the W of Cassiopeia. In Los Angeles, the cluster stands highest at 5:40 in the morning, while New York and London follow at 5:25 in the morning and 4:55 in the morning respectively. Beyond the glittering twin swarms you see, the double cluster is wrapped in a huge halo of faint stars that pushes the whole system's weight up to at least 20,000 suns. That means the combined mass of NGC 869 and NGC 884, plus their extended family, is roughly 5 times the mass of the famous Pleiades cluster. Merfolk is one of the 50 brightest stars of the night sky, located almost straight overhead in Perseus. Follow the W of Cassiopeia extended toward Perseus to find this bright point. The star is best placed at about 4:55 in the morning in London, 5:25 in the morning in New York, and 5:40 in the morning in Los Angeles, and from New York and London it never sets tonight. The surface temperature of Merfolk is about 6,400 kelvins, similar to that of the Sun. However, its much larger size means the total emitted energy is thousands of times greater. The Perseids meteor shower is at its peak tonight, offering up to 100 meteors per hour. Look high in the northern sky in Perseus and let your eyes wander off the radiant for the longest trails. The radiant stands highest at about 4:55 in the morning in London, 5:25 in the morning in New York, and 5:40 in the morning in Los Angeles, and it never sets tonight in any of the three. The total solar eclipse is approaching soon. We have published a full guide covering the cloud outlook for observing sites, the sun's current activity, and safe observing tips. You can find the link in the description under this film. Thanks for joining us tonight. Subscribe for your next sky guide and clear skies.